One of the hardest parts of healing is recognizing that pain from our past is still shaping our present. Hi, welcome to Real Life Reflections with Ishi, where I share real experiences, real growth, and real faith. Today, we're talking about trauma, how the past can shape the present, and why awareness is the first step toward freedom. Trauma does not always stay in our past. There are times when it manifests in the way we think, the way we love, the way we react, and even in the way we live. Many of us suffer from trauma as a result of abuse, repeated rejection, emotional or physical neglect, abandonment, betrayal, instability, having to grow up in fear, never feeling safe, or always having to be in survival mode. And these are just a few examples. But trauma is not only what happened to us, sometimes it's what should have happened but never did. Like the love we did not receive, the safety we did not feel, the consistency we never had, the protection we didn't get, especially in the moments when we needed it the most. Some of the struggles we presently face are from past wounds that just never healed. And even while life moves on, unresolved pain can remain beneath our surface. Unhealed trauma has a way of showing up in our present disguised as personality traits and patterns. Sometimes we are not reacting from what is happening right now, we're actually reacting from what has already happened. Trauma can shape our present quietly through fear, through patterns, through overreactions, and even defense mechanisms. It can look like overthinking, people pleasing, shutting down. It can look like the fear of intimacy, hyper independence, anxious attachment, avoidant attachment. It can look like anger or trust issues, the constant need for control, avoiding vulnerability, or even tolerating unhealthy behavior, just to name a few. And sometimes we think, and we may even say, this is just who I am. But oftentimes, it is who survival taught us to be. And survival strategies that once protected us can become barriers in seasons where they're no longer necessary. Romans 12 verse 2 tells us that we shouldn't be conformed to this world, but that we should be transformed by the renewing of our mind. And transformation begins when we stop repeating old patterns and allow our minds to be renewed. God is able to renew what trauma tried to distort. He is able to heal what pain tried to harden in us. God is able to restore what fear tried to steal. Scripture tells us in Psalm 34 verse 18 that the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and he saves those of us who are crushed in spirit. Again, in Psalm 147, scripture tells us that God heals the brokenhearted and that he binds up their wounds. This tells us that healing is possible, renewal is possible, freedom is possible. There is, however, no way that we can change what we refuse to acknowledge. Healing often begins with hard but honest questions like, why does this trigger me so deeply? Why do I constantly expect abandonment? Why do I struggle to receive love? Why do I view healthy love with suspicion because it's not chaotic? Why do I panic when things feel uncertain? Why do I sabotage peace when it finally arrives? Why does calm feel unfamiliar and unsafe to me? These are just some of the questions that can help us to understand exactly what we are dealing with. Because when we understand the root cause, we can stop treating only the symptoms and start addressing and treating the root. Our past may explain why certain patterns exist. It can explain our fears or defense mechanisms or reactions, but explanation does not equal permission to stay stuck. There comes a point when healing becomes our responsibility, not because what happened to us was our fault, but because our future deserves more than to be bound by the shackles of untreated pain. Isaiah 43 verses 18 and 19 tells us that we should forget the former things and that we should not dwell on the past because God is doing a new thing. God is able to create newness beyond whatever it is that wounded us. But we must first be willing to recognize, acknowledge, and surrender what we've carried for far too long. So ask yourself, what patterns in my present were shaped by my trauma? What coping mechanisms do I have that no longer serve me? What version of me am I ready to outgrow? What would being truly healed from my trauma make possible in my present and my future? Where have I been reacting from my wounds instead of from wisdom? You are not broken because you were hurt. The truth is, you are not doomed to repeat patterns that you inherited. The past does not have to keep writing your story. Awareness creates choice. And then choices create change. And healing creates a different future. Your past may have shaped your present or shaped parts of your present, but it does not have to determine your future. What happened to you matters, but what happens next matters too. So do not just survive what hurt you. Give it to God. Surrender it to Him so that He can help you to heal from it and so that He can help you to grow through it. Let God heal what life wounded. I dare you to become everything that your pain said you could never be. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this blesses you as much as it has blessed me. If this spoke to you, share it with someone you love. I'll see you in the next reflection.